How to avoid the 10 most common makeup mistakes. Although we deal with beauty topics almost every day in the editorial office, each of us has to admit that we all make at least 2 of these makeup mistakes ourselves. Awkward? Nope, you just never stop learning. What are we digging into with millions of other viewers on YouTube right now? Beauty tutorials about the most common makeup mistakes and how to avoid them. It's not the obvious taste errors in the makeup, for example lipstick on the teeth, dark foundation edges, that surprised us so much, but the small details. That's why we paid close attention and took notes. Here are the typical makeup mistakes and the professional makeup tips you can use to avoid them. You want too much at once. If you don't know where to look first before color, it's a bad sign for makeup. Unless you're Nicki Minaj, Katy Perry, or the Meshuggah Grossi in the sitcom. An elegant and natural makeup emphasizes either the eyes or the mouth, both together quickly appear overloaded. Makeup tip: first ask yourself, what do you want to emphasize? Where do you want to direct the eyes? Do you perhaps have particularly beautiful eyes or seductive lips? If you want to use strong colors for your makeup, you should always choose one part of the face and makeup on the other in restrained colors. 50 shades darker. Beauty trends aren't always good advice for our makeup. At least when it's supposed to flatter our individual type. Dark lipsticks may be all the rage right now, but for pale guys and thin lips they are more of a disadvantage than a convincing beauty statement. Because dark lipsticks make fair skin look pale and narrow lips look smaller. And there is another disadvantage of dark lip nuances: our teeth look more yellow. Conversely, tanned or dark skin types should avoid very light and, above all, matte pastel shades. Makeup tip: not only the foundation, but all makeup colors should be matched to the skin type. The following rule of thumb applies to lipstick: lighter types make up their lips best in delicate rose or apricot. Warm and strong red tones suit dark types best. Yellow teeth shine brighter with pink lipstick. And also important, the lip liner should never ever be darker than the lipstick. You're not covering up your shadows under your eyes, you're covering up your concealer. Always blindingly? When it comes to concealer, but also foundation and powder, this is not always the best idea. Because if you rub your foundation, concealer, and powder too hard, you're more likely to wipe it off your face. You can't trust those brows. Another trend that may have blown us away in our enthusiasm. We still think strong eyebrows a la Cara Delevingne are cool, but eyebrows that are no darker than our natural hair color look fresher and more flattering and rather trace the individual hairs instead of painting them hard. Platinum blondes with supermodel careers confirm the exception. Makeup tip: the color of your eyebrow pencil should be a shade lighter than your hair color. And by the way, avoid the hairline when framing. It will instantly soften and make the look more natural. Save the moisturizer. Does your foundation look blotchy and flaky? Often the foundation is not to blame, but that we save ourselves a moisturizer under the foundation. The result: the skin pulls the moisture out of the foundation, which loses its creamy texture and becomes lumpy. Makeup tip: a moisturizer should always be applied under the foundation. It is best to leave it on for a few minutes so that the skin can absorb the moisture. The same applies to powdering, by the way. Always let the foundation dry first and let it melt into the skin. Regular peelings are also good for a flawless foundation. They ensure a smooth skin surface and remove dead and dry skin cells. Especially if you have oily skin, you should not do without a primer. I'm looking into your little eyes, little one. A good eyeliner is a question of the right proportions. Above all, if you want to work it freehand with a liquid eyeliner and want to pull the top line outwards like a cat, you have to be careful that you pull your eyelids down and thus the entire eye optically. Too thick bars on the lower edge of the eyelid often make us look more tired. Makeup tip: if you want to draw an eyeliner that is supposed to make your eyes bigger, fine lines are better. Especially if you are unsure, it is better to do without the supreme discipline of a cat eye makeup with liquid eyeliner and only emphasize the waterline with kohl or gel eyeliner. This makes the eyes more alert, is more natural, and so much easier. Incidentally, brown eyeliner on the lower lid looks much softer. Roulette in the wrong spot. A dab of blush instantly makes us look fresher, or as if we just let one go in a meeting. No, rouge's goal isn't to make us look like we've just blushed with embarrassment. And if it looks like this, not only was too much and the wrong color used, but the blush was probably placed incorrectly. The most common makeup mistakes: the blush was placed too close to the nose area and pulled up too prominently to the ears. Makeup tip: for a natural result, a little blush should be placed where small cheeks show when you smile. Gently fade blush from here towards the ears. Masquerade. We all know the thing about the wrong foundation color. Everyone sees it immediately except for the person in question. The culprits are usually too warm light and the belief that a foundation should be darker or lighter than the skin. A natural foundation that lets the complexion shine is best suited to the skin tone. The foundation mistake, which we make much more often, is simply to apply too much foundation. Hello, mask effect. Makeup tip: if you want a natural foundation, you will usually get better results with liquid textures. Preferably choose a foundation with light to medium coverage, which you can reapply or thicken if necessary. If you don't have severe redness or noticeable blemishes, apply just enough foundation so that the skin still shows through slightly and correct small blemishes with concealer. Shimmering eyeshadow. Shimmering eyeshadows have the unpleasant habit of getting cozy in the eyelid creases with their glitter particles and emphasizing them even more. So if you're not exactly 20, you'll look older with glitter eyeshadow after just a few minutes. Also rather pro-aging, dark eyeshadow in the crease makes the eyes smaller. Makeup tip: always apply the darker eyeshadow color over the crease of the eyelid. This opens the eyes and makes the movable eyelid appear larger. Bright and matte colors are particularly flattering on the movable eyelid. In everyday life you can't go wrong with nude tones. 2 dark colors for contouring. Contouring is for makeup pros, otherwise you end up looking like this. A lot can go wrong when modeling faces with highlights and shadows. One of the most common makeup mistakes when contouring is not only that the dark and light accents are set incorrectly but that the shading contouring color is too dark. This usually happens when using a bronzer to contour. Makeup tip: in order for the contouring to look natural, you should choose a color for your highlighter that is about 2 shades lighter than your foundation and for your shadows a color that is 2 shades darker. Very light skin should especially avoid orange-tinged products. Brown-gray shadows and rose-colored highlights often look most natural on pale skin. Medium skin types can choose warmer shades. Dark skin can even work with red undertones. Thank you very much for watching the video.
I hope you liked the video I have prepared for you. If so, it would make me very excited. I do comment and a like. That would encourage me a lot to continue preparing more content. And if you want more useful videos like this, do not forget to subscribe and activate the little bell. Until the next video, have a nice day.